An historic flash flood killed at least 3 people in a New Mexico mountain village. Dozens of homes were damaged, streets clogged with debris. Village officials say the rain was just too much for the area to handle. And with the recent flash flooding in New Mexico and in Texas, many are wondering if we could see the same thing happen here. Fox 13 meteorologist Lona McCauley spoke with a state climatologist to learn more about our risks.
Washington's waterways are just one of the natural beauties that we enjoy here, but our area creeks and rivers are not immune to flooding. And while we don't see the same type of large-scale thunderstorms or even stalled tropical systems here in western Washington, our big rain events often come in a different form.
So the big one is atmospheric rivers, right? And we get those, so that's a winter phenomenon for one thing for us. So that's another thing to mention is summer season is not a time when we see a big risk of flooding. It's not non-existent, but it's not as big. So it's a big system like an atmospheric river. As you know, those tend to be targeted, they're funneling water right into often one or two watersheds. So it's pretty localized and they can be really intense because of that.
UW State climatologist Guillaume Mauger says when you combine our rain events with our wildfire burn scars, that could lead to even more risks.
We can have issues with post-fire flooding. So if you have a big wildfire come through, it does a couple of things, right? You have a bunch of debris, down trees and brush and things like that, as well as ash. But also the ground doesn't absorb water as well. It tends to run off. So you have all that debris coming downstream at the same time as you have more water making it downstream in the storm. So that can also exacerbate flooding in our region.
Since many of our area rivers have had a history of flooding, it's best to be prepared no matter which river you are near.
Anywhere you've got a river, you can get flooding, and especially on the west side where we do have those atmospheric rivers that, hit us the hardest out here, that can be an issue.
In studio, meteorologist Ilona McCauley, Fox 13 News.